Okay.
No, nigga, I'm a pimp named Slick Back. Pimp named Slick Back. Pimp named Slick Back. Nigga, are you deaf? I'm a pimp named Slick Back.
Before I even start the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and do all of that good shit. Like, fucking subscribe. Like, it's right fucking there. It's right there. Make sure you follow me on my socials below because that's where I be at when I'm not on here. And I post good pictures. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram. But anyways, ciao. This shit was fucking crazy. When this shit happened, like literally it was like baffling to me because I'm sitting here like, nah, why the fuck this happened to me? Why the fuck did this have to happen to me? What the fuck? I have been talking to this nigga for like a month now, and on the usual when he you know was sneaking me in or whatever, it's like it wouldn't be a problem. Like, you know, he would sneak me out with no issues, but bitch, this particular night, like, it didn't go like that. I'm like, okay, I'm about to get in the shower. You know, I text him. I'm like, I'm about to get in the shower, stuff like that, and get ready to go to his house, you know, later on tonight. Because usually, like, you know, I get ready and shit like that beforehand. So my mom goes right to sleep. I literally sneak the fuck out. But don't tell her that. Don't tell her that. Don't tell her that shit. Because my ass will be grass if she finds out I'm really sneaking out. You know, every teenager fucking does it. So what the fuck? So what? Every motherfucking teenager motherfucking does it. So it don't even matter. Yeah, so I get in the shower, stuff like that, put on the clothes that I'm about to go, you know, that I'm about to, you know, wear to his house or whatever and shit like that. Blah, blah, blah. I'm in the bed, I'm waiting for mom to go to sleep. Waiting for my mom to go to sleep and stuff like that. She goes to sleep. Then I call the lift and stuff, you know. It's like, I don't know, I think that night it was like 13 minutes away from my house, so I'm waiting for it. And before I even like got into the fucking lift, something was literally telling me, like, you know how like you have like this gut feeling or a feeling like some shit is about to go down. Like, I had that feeling, but I was like, maybe I'm just overthinking it type shit. I was like, maybe I'm overthinking it. I was just feeling like, maybe am I going to get caught tonight? Like, is he gonna get caught? Like, I was just overthinking like a lot of things that night, and that should have been a motherfucking sign that I should have stayed my bitch ass in the house. But guess what? I didn't. I wanted to get me out and go be grown, and as I the fuck did, because what the fuck? Because I want to be out the house. The lift gets here. You know, I sneak through the hallway or whatever. I put on my mask because, you know, you gotta wear lifts. You gotta wear mask in your fucking lifts now. So, you know, I'm sneaking downstairs, sneaking. I'm getting the lift. On the way there, I'm like, I had this feeling like I'm just like, I feel like something gonna happen. But bitch, guess what? I still went. I get there. I tell him I'm outside. Mind you, like, when I told him I was outside, like usually when I'm outside, like he just comes right down. Like it took like him a minute to like get downstairs, which was kind of like, which I was thinking, I was like, is his parents up or something? Like, and that should have also been the time because I was like, why did it take him a little bit longer than it did for him to get downstairs? It's kind of like he was waiting for his parents to go to sleep too. Like it was just kind of like, okay, why the fuck is it taking you so motherfucking long to get downstairs, sweetheart? Like, what's going on here? Is your parents awake? Because if they are, I'm going to fuck up. He finally comes down. Then he was like, my bad, bro. We gonna name it. What we gonna name him? We gonna name this nigga. We gonna name this nigga Air Force Ones, bitch. I'm gonna tell you why. Well, we're gonna get to that on why I'm naming him Air Force Ones. So Air Force Ones finally gets downstairs. He was like, my bad, bro. I had to because I was being loud as hell. Like I had to wait or something. And I was just like, huh? He was just like, never mind. I'm like, you were being loud as hell. What you mean? He was like, cause my steps loud and stuff. And I'm like, okay, your steps are loud, but are your parents fucking asleep or are they awake? Cause it makes no sense. What the fuck's going on? We walk in the house, right? Mind you, we went through, he sneaks me in through the back door. So we walk through the back door and then, you know, he locks the back door. We go on the stairs. Mind you, as you're going upstairs, his fucking stairs are literally loud as fuck. Like they like creak, bitch. They creak, bitch. sounds like they fucking DJing and shit. Like his fucking steps be DJing and shit. Like when we walking up the steps, I'm like, bitch, why these bitches DJing? Like what's going on? We finally get upstairs and I go to his room. So we go into we in his room or whatever. I put my stuff down. Mind you, keep this in mind. I had my AirPods in. I always put my AirPods in every time I leave the house. So I had my AirPods in, right? I put my purse down and then I was trying to find my case in my purse, but I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just set my AirPods on top of my purse. Well, the inside on top of my purse, which I fucked up at. Which my stupid ass fucked up at. Which I should have not done. I should have put it in the case like I should have. So, I just set the AirPods in on top of my purse and I put my purse like on, it was like a chair next to his bed. So I put my purse on his chair, the chair next to his bed, and I put my jacket there too. So, and I take off my Crocs or whatever. So, I sit on his bed, he's sitting on the bed, and we were trying to find a movie to watch, and we just talking, making conversation and shit like that. So we found a movie and shit, and we about to watch this horror movie or whatever. We started watching The First Insidious. That's what we started watching because it was on Netflix, and you know there's literally like really nothing to watch on Netflix except like little show, like except like real good shows. And we were just like laying on the bed. We were just laying on the bed. He was laying back on the bed. I was laying back on the bed too. And then I think like me and her were like joking around or whatever, or like I think I started laughing. I started laughing at something. Like we were laughing. I forgot what the fuck we were laughing at. We were laughing at something, but mind you, we were quiet. Like we weren't being loud. We watched the movie. We getting real into it. Mind you, me and him are really into it. All of a fucking sudden, we hear open this fucking door. Me and him looking at each other like. When I heard that, my fucking heart jumped in my fucking ass. Like literally, like I'm sitting here like, oh my god, here we go. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, yeah, we're caught. Then he like get in the closet. Mind you, he has a sliding closet. I have a fucking walk-in closet. Like, see, I have a walk-in closet where you can walk in there. So if I was to sneak somebody in here, they can hide in the closet. Like I could just open it up and they can just like hide in the closet. Mind you, I have a whole bunch of shit in there so they can hide under the stuff. I hide in the closet. Mind you, I take my phone with me. So I'm standing there and he opens the closet. I get in there. That's when he opened the door and like, child. I think because he has a stepdad. So this is his stepdad. So his stepdad comes in and like just like as soon as he unlocks the door, mind you, the door is locked. As soon as he unlocks the door, like his dad come like barging in. Then he was like, "Young lady, get out my house." And I was like, oh shit. He comes into the room and like he like throws down the TV. He like throws down the TV in front of him and was like, turn this shit off. Whatever. So I was like, oh my god, like nigga, are you that angry? Like mind you, this nigga literally was angry. Like it was fucking this nigga's going with Super Saiyan or some shit. Like I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, all right, fuck it, I might as well just get out the closet. So I push the closet back, right? I push the closet back slowly. As I'm pushing the closet back, all I see is that damn go do 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 do, like, and then he started going do 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 do, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, not them fighting, child. Him and his stepdad started motherfucking throwing the fucking hands. They started throwing hands, bitch. Like you can hear the punches. Like that's how like crazy, like that's how fucking like crazy it was. So then I back up because mind you, like his room is small. So okay, so this is how his room was built. Bed right here, the chair that I put my stuff in next to it, then the closet in front of it, TV in front of all of that, in front of the bed and the chair, and then his door, like his room door to come in his room is next to like the closet door. So mind you, they start fighting. This room is not big or anything, so it's like, bitch, when they started fighting, everything started like going everywhere and shit. And the fucking closet bag knocks back into me. Like, I knock back, like, bitch, as they doing this, I'm knocking back. The closet door knocking back on me, so I'm knocking back into the fucking closet. I'm going back into the closet, and I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, I did not expect shit to escalate this quick. So they fighting. I'm trying to get out to hurry up and get the fuck out the closet before they start beating my ass too, because the bitch, it's like, bitch, as they're fighting, bitch, it's like like their fight is like a tornado. Like, everything they fucking run into, and shit just going every fucking where, and it's just crazy. So I hurry up around the closet. Soon as they went to like the right, I went to the left, bitch. They went to the right, I went to the fucking left, bitch. They started fighting to the right, I went to the fucking left. I ran to the right, ran to the left, because bitch, you not about to beat my ass too. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I run to the closet, I get my phone or whatever, and I'm like, bitch, mind you, I'm shaking. So like, I'm like, fuck this, I'm about to call my lift. So I call my lift, right? His mom come in talking to my son. Oh my God, what's going on? She seen me, she was like, whoa, who are you? And I was like, I'ma just go. Some things to myself, Miss Girl, I'm not about to say my information. I'ma just get the fuck out your house. Like, I'm not gonna tell my information. Like, girl, you think I'm gonna tell my name so I can get caught the fuck up too at my house? Oh, I think the fuck not. That's when after, like, when I asked like his mom is saying like, who are you? And I'm saying, I'm gonna just go. He, like, his stepdad started choking him. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? What in the fuck is going on? Like, he started literally choking this nigga. He started choking him, like, he started choking him. He's like, you got it, you got it, you got it. He was like, you got it, you got it. I'm like, what the fuck? Because what in the fuck? I'm thinking to myself, on the usual, a dad would be proud that his fucking son is having a girl over the house or something like that. But not every parent, but it's just kind of like, I felt like all of that pent up anger his stepdad was like having against him, he's been one to fuck him up. Like, cause ain't no way that he just all of a sudden like started fighting this nigga just because he snuck me in his house. Cause it was not that serious. Yo, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm thinking, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So I get my stuff or whatever, and I get my Crocs, and then I got my jacket. So bitch, I'm shaking, like, I'm literally like fucking shaking. So I go downstairs and like I unlock the front door. Mind you, he snuck me through the back door, so I have to unlock the front door. So then I unlock the front door. I'm shaking, like, and I'm like, it was hard for me to even unlock the door because I was literally shaking. So and then I get out and I run out, and that's when, as I'm running out, his mom will say at the door, you got a ride? I'm like, oh my God, you care about me? Like, damn, like, she actually cared. And I was like, yeah, it's coming now. Because I'm thinking to myself, girl, you're not about to drive me home. Girl, what the fuck is she talking about? No. I'm outside waiting for the lift. Mind you, like, it's requesting. Like, it's been so hard to get like a fucking lift lately, because like that bitch was still fucking requesting. Like, I think to myself, I called this bitch like 5 minutes ago. Why the fuck is it still requesting? I should have a motherfucking driver by motherfucking now. What the fuck is going on, Lyft? Lyft is some fucking shit. Like, Lyft, what the fuck? That's why I can't wait till I get my car, so stuff like this happen, I can just dip the fuck out, like, and just fucking go. He ain't Air Force Ones. I see him coming out, like, he, like, the way he walking, like, he seems so like wobbly and shit. Like, the way he was walking, like, he was walking like he like was in a fucking pay-per-view fight. Like, this nigga came out like he just had a full-on like fucking boxing match. Like, he was coming out like all like wobbly and shit. Like, he got fucked up. He had his Air Force Ones in his hand. That's all he had. Mind you, it's cold as shit outside. All he had was his motherfucking Air Force Ones. I'm like, as he coming out, his stepdad was like, and don't come back or whatever to him. And I'm like, damn, they kicked this nigga out. Sucks real. Ooh, I'm thinking in my head, I hope you don't actually stay at my motherfucking house, because you're not staying at my motherfucking house tonight so I can get caught. Fuck no. He come out, he only have Air Force Ones in his hand, and he was like, are you okay? You're okay? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, nigga, no. Don't worry about if I'm okay. Are you okay? Because you just got your ass whooped and you just got kicked out. I was like, oh, can I stay with you tonight? I promise, like, I'll sleep under the bed. Like, your mom won't even see me. And I'm like, nigga, no. Like, are you crazy? You trying to get me caught too and get me fucking thrown out on my ass too? I think the fuck not. Are you crazy out your motherfucking mind? Because I think you the fuck are. I think you're fucking out your rabbit ass mind. Nigga, you can't stay with me. This is your shit, not mine. Like, I'm thinking to myself, this is not even my family or my situation. I'm in this situation, and this is not. I don't even fucking live there. Like, what the fuck? I was like, do you have any friends or anything you can call? He was like, I don't even know this nigga number. He was like, hold on. He was like, give me your phone or whatever. So then he logged into his Instagram on my phone. And then, you know, he texted his friend or whatever to come pick him up and stuff like that. That he got kicked out and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm like, hold on, can I check my phone, see how far my shit is? Because I'm thinking to myself, nigga, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. So then I think my Lyft flight was 5 minutes away. And I was like, all right, I'm coming like 5 minutes. And I was like, is your friend gonna come get you? He was like, yeah, he coming or whatever and stuff like that. He was like, I'm gonna just wait with you until your Lyft get here first though. And I was like, okay. So he was like, to know that you got home safe. And I was like, all right, cool. Then the Lyft comes, and you know, as we were waiting for the Lyft, like he was texting his friend or whatever, I guess to, you know, so he can meet him up like at a pickup spot or whatever, because his friend didn't know the exact house he lived in. So he was trying to like meet him somewhere so he can come pick him up and he can, you know, go with his friend. So then, you know, my Lyft got there and I was like, all right, I gotta go. He was like, hold on. He logged out his Instagram on my phone. I was like, damn. When I got home, I was really about to like raid his shit, like, and go through his DMs and shit. He already was hit what I was gonna do if he was still logged in on my phone, because I already real life like went through his shit and like raided his shit type shit. So, I got in the Lyft, and then he was like, you're not gonna give me no hug. And I was like, oh, my fault, I'm sorry. Because I was just like literally so thrown off by that whole situation. Like, I wasn't even worried about giving this nigga no hug. Like, I was just literally so thrown off. Like, I was fucking scared. Like, shit was crazy. Got home, snuck in safe. And when I got home and I got my room, I was literally like, wow. All of that literally just happened. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck was that? Like, I was just baffled. I was trying to text some of my friends and tell them what happened, but them bitches were asleep. Like, I'm like, I can't, you bitches. I can't depend on you bitches. You bitches. In my purse, I was about to get my AirPods out or whatever, right? Because I like to listen to music before I go to sleep. So I was about to get my AirPods out my purse or whatever. So I was getting one AirPod out because I already know, I was getting the AirPods out my purse because I already know I didn't put it in the case. So I got one AirPod out, right? I was trying to search in my purse for the other one. I'm like, what the fuck is my other AirPod? I searched in that bitch again. I don't see nothing. I empty out my purse. Don't see the other one. I'm like, now I hope I didn't leave my fucking AirPod or lose my AirPod over his house. So I went on the little find my iPhone thing, and you know how you can like track, you know, the AirPods or whatever. So I'll go and try to track my AirPods. Them bitches, one of the fucking AirPods were at his house. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking to myself, see, that's where I fucked up at. Setting my AirPods on top of inside my purse. I should have put it in the fucking case. But honestly, it's time for me to get some new AirPods anyways. I think I'm finna give me some AirPod Pros. So, but anyways, that's besides the point. So I'm mad as hell. I'm like, oh my god, like I lost my shit. Like, and knowing I'm not gonna be able to, like, I'm not gonna ever go back to the house again. I'm like, oh my god. So I was mad as hell, and I was just like, fuck it. It's time to get some more AirPods anyway. The next morning he texted me on Instagram. He was like, did you get home safe? Like, I'm sorry all that shit went down. Like, I ain't know my people's hurt us or whatever. I don't even know how they hurt us. And I was like, he was like, did you get home safe last night? And I was like, yeah, I got home safe. Like, I was like, are you safe? Like, are you good, nigga? Like, don't worry about me. Like, are you good? You the one who got kicked out. He was like, I'm straight. I'm like, okay. And then, mind you, that same night, I asked him when we were like waiting for my Lyft. I asked him, I was like, do you get along with your stepdad? He was like, sometimes. And I'm like, nigga, you're lying. Thinking to myself, nigga, you don't get along with that nigga, because, child, the way that he was fucking beating your ass, that nigga don't like you. I was so terrified. And I'm just glad I got out that bitch safe, because knowing me, like, it's crazy because, like, if you in somebody's house and, you know, it's their house, like, you know, like, they're obligated to shoot you because you realize, like, trespassing. Like, you realize, like, trespassing, like, they wanted to shoot you, they could. So I'm thinking to myself, like, I've never had somebody sneak me in their house again, because that shit was the icing on the motherfucking cake. That's it for this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and do all that good shit. And I hope y'all like this video. Whatever. Follow me on my socials below. Period. And I'll be back with another video soon.